All right, the Buffalo Bills now 4-0 after beating the Vegas Raiders 30-23. Mike Catalana, Dan Fates, I am Jenna Cottrell. We got to start with Josh Allen. What a performance from him. He got injured late in the first half, coming back out. Mike, what did you see today from Allen?
I saw an Allen that is a leader of this team, right? I mean, he did get banged up. As he said afterward, yeah, it's my left shoulder. Okay, so, which is good.
Wasn't worried.
Well, he wasn't worried, but let's be honest. If it's his throwing arm, it's a different story.
Absolutely.
Now, he's feeling good. They got to win, and the adrenaline. But you are a little concerned as how he comes through that, wouldn't you say, Dan? Because
he's gonna be sore tomorrow.
Yeah,
there's no question. He said he was asked a question if he was ever nervous that it was serious. He said he knew right away that it wasn't his collarbone, but he said he just kind of fell on it funny. He goes, it was my left side. He goes, if it was my right side, it would have been a different story. But Sean McDermott is running out of adjectives to say about Josh Allen. He called him today a competitive sucker and said that he gives his heart, soul, and body, everything he has on the line, and goes, if you're a teammate, why wouldn't you want to play for him?
You said it. You said it during the game. What did Cole Beasley say? I will give up my body for Josh Allen the way he plays. And what did Beasley do for him today?
Gave up his body.
Yeah. Went up, caught the ball, took a big hit, came back in the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, you saw Allen's wide receivers all day making plays. There was Beasley. There was, Stephon Diggs once again, even Gabriel Davis catching that touchdown pass. I mean, how important is that for this game? For the Bills to be able to not only consistently score, but have consistent targets all across the field.
What is the catch radius for these guys? They always do those measurements, right? Beasley is 4'6", right? And both the other guys aren't 6 feet tall. I mean, when you look at them, yet they either go up and get it. If it's anywhere near them, they make the play. There was one today, I think Brown dropped one. And you're like, wait a minute, that actually happens. Beasley went up to get it. Brown made a great catch that he told us was a touchdown, and he thinks the refs might have had the Vegas odds going during the game.
A little bit.
And then obviously Diggs with the big catch over the middle that set up the touchdown.
And it's the confidence that Brian Daboll has, not only Josh Allen has in his wide receivers, but Brian Daboll to take these shots, to have the confidence to let Josh rip and go into these plays. But guys, this wide receiving core, top down, if you even want to talk about Isaiah McKenzie being the 5th wide receiver, good as anyone in the league.
Yeah.
And it was showed today. It wasn't just wide open catches like you guys were talking about, the contested catches.
Yeah.
It was one after another on the drive that Josh got the 1-yard touchdown catch that John Brown thought he was in. I mean, it was one after another. Those were also pretty good throws.
Those were nice
Allen
too.
was on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's to the point now where we expect that out of Josh.
Yeah.
How about that?
Well, I was curious, though, after getting the injury, having the injury to his shoulder, I didn't know what type of Allen we would see, but it seemed seamless in terms of his ability to come back and to make big-time plays.
Yeah, I did see on his first pass, right, there was a blitz coming inside, and you could see him turn to protect himself. Now, he should be doing that all the time.
Yeah.
Is he concerned on the left side? Sure, he took the hit. His right arm is fine, and he showed that, and you're right. And they had confidence that he's going to be able to do it. So he zipped the ball out there.
Everybody held their breath.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just
Bills Mafia
to
panics.
go down, to kind of limp your arm and to go right in the locker room. The trainers didn't help him off the field. He took himself off the field and went right in the locker room, and then it was a collective exhale.
Yeah.
And it was so great. Matt Barkley kind of tapped him on the knee when he got back. Like, you're good, bud. All right.
Because
sweet.
Barkley's got a good deal right now.
Sweet.
Way to go, Josh. Good job, Josh.
Absolutely.
Barkley was everybody in Bill's Mafia. Like, so glad you're back.
Yeah, it's so scary. We also have to talk about the defense. I know we kind of nitpicked them heading into this week about how they had, uncharacteristic games.
Yeah.
I felt like we saw them force turnovers. We saw them make plays that maybe we haven't seen so far this season.
The Bills' defense just isn't playing that well right now. And that's not a hot take. That's just a fact. They went 6 quarters without forcing a punt. Going back, they didn't force a punt. Last time they did it was the 4th quarter in Miami. Like, they were getting marched up and down the field on. They would bend but not break. They would settle for field goals, which was nice. But Josh Norman gave them their swagger back.
Yeah.
That punch-out was massive, especially after Levi Wallace goes down. Norman kind of even said he didn't know how much he was going to play.
Yeah.
He played most of the game.
Yeah. He said, if I don't get it in the air, I'm going to get it to the ground, which is what he did. Look, I think that's defense in 2020. I think
probably.
the way you
across
play,
the league.
It is. I mean, did you watch the Browns and the Cowboys today? I mean, it was like a Big 12 game, back and forth, and nobody playing any defense. Teams score. And we get frustrated with the Bills because we're so used to seeing them being a shutdown defense.
Yes.
They give up a couple of field goals, then the touchdown in the first half, and then they come back in the second half. And to your point, when they needed to make a play, It wasn't necessarily forcing a punt.
No.
It was getting the ball out of the hands of the opponent. Honestly, I think that's the way you play in 2020. They're going to need to do that because when you're playing the Chiefs and you're playing Seattle, you're not getting a lot of 3 and outs. You got to go get the ball.
Well, so much talk is about complementary football. Do you think this was the most complete game in terms of what we've seen so far from the Bills?
Yeah, I think this is the game the Bills want to play. I think they want the offense to get out to leads. They've gotten off to hot starts. It seems like in every single game. They did enough on defense just to slow them down. They didn't allow any big plays. They kind of kept everything underneath them. But, guys, this defense is going to be challenged more than they have been in years past because their offense is so good. Teams are going to empty the kitchen sink at them because they know they're going to need to score 35 points. So this is an interesting dynamic where the defense is now more challenged than the offense is.
Yeah, and it's so tough to make plays in this world of the NFL. Like I said, and the Raiders were banged up. They missed a couple of plays. Zay Jones missed one. Right after that was a sack. The Bills got the ball back.
Yeah,
they had a couple. Right, they had a touchdown come back to Nelson Aguilar, so they got some breaks. But I'm telling you, Jenna, you want to stop teams in the NFL, take the ball away from them. Get them behind the sticks. 2nd and 22, 3rd and 15, whatever it is, that's how you make plays in the 2020 NFL.
The Bills 4-0, their best start since 2008. Perfect through the first quarter of the season. I know I personally did not expect that. But where can we put the expectations now on this team, Mike?
They're a good team. I mean, a really good team. I mean, they are an outstanding offense. They don't turn the ball over offensively. They really don't.
Yeah.
And defensively, if they can do this, and I'm not lowering the expectations on the defense. I'm saying this is what they're going to need to do. Get to the quarterback, get the ball out. Look, they're one of the best teams in the NFL right now. I mean, they do have the Titans next week, we think.
Yes.
We think.
They're one of the best teams in the NFL.
Well, they are right now.
I mean, Bills, Seahawks, and then the Chiefs and Packers both play on Monday.
Yeah.
But undefeated.
Yeah, they're undefeated, and they are balanced. Like, we complain about the defense, again, because we're so used to it being outstanding. They're still good on defense. They just haven't played up to that level.
You said you're a little surprised. I would agree. I didn't think the Bills would be averaging over 30 points a game
it's
on
the norm now. 30, just chalk up 30.
It's not the norm in Buffalo.
Wait a minute.
It is now.
Josh didn't even get 300, did he?
288.
Ugh, he's falling apart.
Chalk it up.
There goes his MVP campaign.
All right. Make sure to tune into Buffalo Plus for all of your Bills coverage from Mike Catalana and Dan Fates. I'm Jenna Cottrell. Thanks so much for watching.